What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to the 9th episode of the God of Highschool. This one's titled Curse/Cornered. Interesting. I think Cornered is going to probably refer to the cliffhanger, well, kind of cliffhanger that we left on last time. Curse, I think we're going to get a bit more backstory about who Grandpa actually is and his connection to all this and why he seems to be a prominent figure in this entire thing. I think that's where we're probably going to go with that title. So, last time, apologies if I look a little tired today, but I just am. But we are back to nighttime recording. Past week or so has been mostly daytime recording, so we're back to nighttime, and this is how I kind of want it to stay. But last time, we saw Ilpio Park. I believe a relation to Mushin Park. It seems almost too much of a coincidence if it wouldn't be, but we haven't really explained much of that. Using Taekyon martial art, along with his Jakuriki power or Chariot ability, depending on which language you want to listen to. And he wears the same tiger motif that Mori's grandpa wears on his, and it's a military symbol of some description. Possibly, I think last time I theorized it could potentially be from the Korean War, maybe, because it would make, timeline-wise, it would probably line up if they are going to use a real conflict. The Korean War is around about the right age to be involved in that, I suppose. But Park has more of a connection to Grandpa because he was friends with his grandfather, so the two grandfathers knew each other, and I should actually use his proper name, shouldn't I, here, really, just so we don't confuse the two. Taijin, right. Taijin is our grandfather, and yeah. He handed Park the Taekyon book that Park's grandfather had been working on and learning and practiced and created new stuff for, to pass it down for him, to give him meaning after his life. We saw a lot of his backstory. After father died, mother abandoned. So he was inspired by the grandfather and took the motif with it, which is what he was wearing on his back, which is a military connotation, I believe. At least that's what I assume. So, at that moment, as Mori and Park are having this conversation with each other, and had a little bit of a fight out of it as well, we had Taik Jiagal, voiced by my boy Kenshiro Suda. God, I love his voice. Attempts to straight up kill both of them in that, and there's something more going on to his character. I'm not quite sure yet. He featured prominently in the OP since episode 1, so I feel like he has a lot of importance to this story, but we haven't really explained much as to why yet. And then after that, we learn a bit more about Bongsa. He's dead right now. I don't know if that's going to stay that way or not. His death feels odd to me. It feels underused, if you know what I mean. So the wife and baby are alive. They were fakes that were killed by Drake. P apparently can create doppelgangers with Jakuriki somehow. I would love to see that used more. We had more things with Q. Q's being docked pay again, bringing his total to 9 months. And so when he runs into Doi, in exchange for providing Q some food, because he's not going to have any money to get it himself, you train me in Jakuriki, I provide you food, mutual relationship here. Davi is very much pursuing Jakuriki. Mori really hasn't yet. Like, he's taking some advice from what's his face? Bong Chim, the one of the members of the Six, that is using this as an opportunity to provoke Taijin, although we soon discovered that Taijin's actually captured right now, probably by Nox. This is probably a trap by Nox, as revealed at the end of the episode. Map and photograph sent directly to Mori. I feel like that's 100% a trap, and I expect Mori to just go charging into it, not learning his lesson about him having friends, which we saw in his birthday scene. I wonder who sent the birthday messages. Like, who sent those messages for that to happen? Curious about that. But yeah, Mori's not pursuing Chakuriki that much himself. Doi very much is. He understands that there is power to be had there. Mira, less so. I feel like she's on the back burner right now. I'd like to see a bit more of her development. And going back to Bongsa, who's dead now, apparently, after we just learned a lot about him, and that it was a moonlight style that blinded him in the first place, it's like, I feel like if they're going to actually have him dead, and say, yes, he's confirmed dead, they need to use his death in some way, because right now all it's done is show that Nox assassins are fairly serious with what they can achieve. But that's about it. I feel like his death needs more meaning. Like, I can see his death being more meaningful to Mira, because of his comments about Moonlight Star and the scene they shared, but I feel like nothing's really expanded upon that. It just feels underutilized death. And I feel like this show, if they were to kill off a character, they'd actually have it be meaningful. Maybe I'm attributing too much expectation for this show on it, but whatever. Anyway, I've said more than enough right now. I've blabbed on a little bit now just to get myself caught up, but we're going to get into today's episode. As always, these are time-based formats, so bottom left of the screen, you're going to see the time of the episode. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1, play, and on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll all be in sync. Watching this one on Crunchyroll, since it's a Crunchyroll original. It's where it's licensed here in the UK, US, and basically created by Crunchyroll to an extent. I'll call out to the OP when it starts and ends, so you know we're roughly in sync, as well as the Crunchyroll original logo that we start with every time. You can also use the flash of the screen, because this is a bright screen. Flashes on my face, you can use that to help sync yourself up as well. So, with all that said, let's get into episode number, what did I say it was? 8, 9? 9, right? 9. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1, play. Crunchyroll Originals. Because he's keeping secrets. Why do you have bad guys after you? And that was the link back to the birthday. He says. Nox. What duty is that? Bring down the sword from the heavens. Christ. And yep, he's rushing over. That didn't quite look right, but whatever. Yep, chained up. I think we're going to go into AP, yeah? Yes, okay. One of my favourite OPs of the season. Of the entire year, actually, isn't that right? There's Jagar's involvement once again. Alright. Curse/cornered. Okay. It's lovely to see you again, nurses. Mm-hmm. So this is just you, yep. Oh. Right, yeah. I mean, very clearly some Nox influence right there. Like, not at all suspicious that they're cloaked like that. Hmm. Nope. Mm-hmm. Especially when it's someone so close. Yeah. Yeah, he can't compete because he broke the rules. Yeah, he's suspended. Can she... Is there a time limit? He ain't back in 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. Yes. What is the time limit on this? Is there a time limit? I don't even know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh. I wonder. Jesus Christ. How is that gross? I mean, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay, that was an introduction to a character. Okay, so what was this trap? Because this is quite clearly a trap. Is he? Oh, shit, he is. Wow. Okay. I mean, sure. Oh, shit. Ooh. So creepy. Alright. Outside interference, surely? Hmm. Huh. Is that actually her weapon? How did you get hold of it? Oh, right, because... Yeah, so they are very much affiliated with Nox. We've had that established then. Ooh. Oh. Huh? Huh. Huh? What's happened here? Uh... What is with the very interesting character introductions today? Hmm. Okay. I love this music track, though. It's hard to take this fight seriously, I must admit. Mm-hmm. Ooh. That's more like it. Nice. Oh, that had some solid impacts. Mm-hmm. Oh. Ah, okay. Alright, Warlock. Damn Hexblade over here. Hmm. What are the chances it's not even him? Yeah, not him. Yeah, definitely not him. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Okay. Okay. Huh. He was surprisingly good shape for just being exploded. Anyway, that's halfway point of the episode. Okay. Very interesting art pieces here as well. Assume that was of the one that was behind Dowie. I think you don't know he's the key? Hmm. That's not gonna happen. Oh boy. Alright, I see how it is. Which one is the real him? Hmm. The Holy Sword that can rule God himself. Okay. And they believe it's her. Oof. You say that. By doing all this, you will have awoken said power, probably. Okay. Huh. Why is so why is she getting involved? I'm so confused. Is that it? What? What the hell is going on? Oh, I love your voice. I am so confused. I really am. Jesus Christ. This is a fight. This is a really cool sequence. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Ah. Hmm. Oh, damn. Those faces, though. Jesus Christ, that's creepy. Oh. 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 Okay. This makes a bit more sense now. Yeah. That makes a lot more sense now as to why they're in here. Oh. Shit, what was that? Not that he cares. Alright. The pressure points. Okay. Jesus Christ. I wonder how much of this is actually her buying time or not. At this point, I don't think it is. Hmm. Yeah. Yep. Not specifically, but hmm. Whew. Some of the animation choices in this episode have been very questionable. Just gonna say. Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go. She about to make a deal with. Mm-hmm. Like, that shot of her on her back and her floating down like this, it's like... It just feels off. And this is her making her deal for Jackery. What is this? Oh, okay. This is who we're... Who are you? I mean, you're cool, but who are you? I want to know now. Oh, the sword has recognized its true owner. Oh, shit. Lubu Fengshan, okay. Oh, Lubu! I recognize that name. Three Kingdoms, or something. I think it's from, like, the Three Kingdoms or something. Reminiscent of that. That was a good impact. Again, is this just an accepted reality of the world that these powers exist? Because I feel like the audience should freak out every time this happens. Well done on winning. But is he going to be here? I mean, he should be, but... Did he just... He's the one that just... Yeah, he is, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Alright. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Mm-hmm. What do you think? Who knows? Even I don't know at this point. Mm-hmm. I love the little shake in the eyes. We're actually going to do this fight. It's your first real attack. Of course it's not the end. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm digging this. Here we go. Side by side. It's an interesting choice. Not sure if I really liked it or not. Oh, an original. Okay. I like that more. Alright. Second one. Twink. If one doesn't work, just double it. I mean, why not? This is the sixth watching, I believe, with him. Ha. Sure. That was an episode, I guess. That was an episode, I guess. I don't know. Some things were very off about this episode. I don't know how much of that is just me being tired or if that was genuinely the episode. I'm glad Mira has seemed to unlock hers, though it's had absolutely nothing to do with Bongsa, which makes me question the Bongsa kill even more. What was the purpose of that? It served no purpose other than to introduce the idea that Nox are genuinely a threat. That's the only thing that Bongsa's death has so far benefited the story in doing. Alright, we're going to look up a lot of stuff here. I'm going to try and glean as much from the community response here as possible. We're not even getting next episode's title because the show doesn't do that. We just get the Crunchyroll logo and we're done. Okay, so this episode felt... There was a lot of things here that just seemed off. Like, the animation, that was the first time I think I've noticed in this show animation that felt incomplete, almost. Like, when Mira was pushed backwards, lying back like that, the fact that she was perfectly lying back, like, perfectly, basically, and there was very little movement. Like, obviously the skirt was moving, because it would be. But other than that, there wasn't really much in the way of animation as she lied there in the water, and it's like... it just didn't look right for her to be perfectly flat on her back as she was like that. Like, especially when she'd been forced back by the initial impact, and is what pushed her into this moment of self-reflection, making a contract. Why she managed to make a contract in that moment, I don't know. I'm not quite sure how it works, but I don't think there's an arbitrary rule to say this is how you unlock Chakuriki. I think it's different per person. It would make sense for it to be. Now, Lu Bu, I'm fairly certain, has some connotation. Yeah, Three Kingdoms. I'm right. This was it. Yeah, this is exactly who I'm thinking of. Military general warlords during the Eastern Han Dynasty of Imperial China. Betrayed and murdered Ding Wang and defected to Zhongzhou. Yeah. Yeah, so this is all part of, like, the Three Kingdoms story or whatever. Yeah, so I heard of it because of the Total War games. That's why I've heard his name. I think I've watched some YouTube history videos on him at some point. I forget who would have done it. No, I can't remember who specifically would have done it. Also, I don't know why, but for Crunchyroll, like, this has become a meme. Every Crunchyroll show has a Rent-A-Girlfriend hating Mami-chan comment on it at this point. Like, it's incredible how that has seemed to go everywhere. So yeah, cool. Mira's got her powers. That's nice. I'm a little disappointed it had nothing to do with Bongsa, but whatever. Yeah. Apparently this deviated a lot from the original manhwa, but I would expect that at this point. I feel like after Tower of God, I think people should be very much realizing that webtoons and their adaptations will likely change a lot in terms of pacing and what gets included and does not get included. I think people who read light novels and manga should already know exactly how that works, and I think manhwa will be no real exception to that rule on how the adaptation changes. Now, who the hell was that other girl on Jegal's team? Who the hell was that? Like, honestly, who was that? Burama, apparently, is her name. She reminds me of the cat. Her character design reminds me of Dr. Stone. I think some of you will understand what I mean by that if you've watched Dr. Stone. I need to go back to that fight. I need to go back to that fight. Can you call it a fight? Like, she's fighting him. He blocks one of her attacks, hits her in the back of the leg, knocks her to the ground, and then fights over. I'm struggling to understand why that's fight over. I'm genuinely confused at this point what that entire interaction was. Like, okay, she called him Jegal-sama, implying a higher relationship or whatever. Now, based on the fight that Mori had, are we to assume that this group is also Nox affiliated? And that... Well, no, why would they attack this one guy who's already out of the tournament? Like, why is he being attacked? Hang on, let's go back a bit. To when she first got introduced here. It's before the explosion, right? Before this, was it? I don't know. Yeah, so it was before the Sword of Revelation. He just went to the bathrooms. This guy was kind of out of it, and then all of a sudden she was here. I really have no context for what the hell that entire scene was. I assume we'll explain some of it at some point. I don't know. This episode felt really weird and random in some places, I'll be honest. I mean, some of the fights were pretty good. Mori's fights are pretty good so far. I really don't understand Jegal and his group's intentions right now. Like, why was the guy, I forget his name, maybe it's listed here, it probably isn't. No, it isn't. But the guy that had the backstory of being perceived as dumb and creepy, even though he was just trying his best to move with his life and going into school and taught the redhead girl, Zhang Mi, the resolve and stuff like that. Like, he actually had a decent backstory. Like, why was he involved? His team's out. The tournament's over for him. Why has he been hit? Seemingly by this Bo-Rama. Why would Jegal be I got nothing. I got nothing to explain any of that scene. Why did she kiss him? Is that just a quirk of her personality that she's crazy like this? I don't even know. I'm going to assume Jegal has ties to Nox in some weird way. Like, it just seems like it would be the obvious thing to do at this point. But I don't have any connotation as to why. It was a very good explosion, though, when they blew up the warehouse. That was a very nice explosion effect, I will give it that. But yeah, who this Bo-Rama is, I have absolutely no idea. Voiced by Ri Kugimiya. Kugimiya, yes. You've done something I've watched, probably. Who knows? Fairy Tale for My Alchemist, Gintama. Have you done anything I've watched, actually, now that I look at this? Maybe you haven't. It's probably something I've missed while scrolling through like this. Persona 4, okay. You're an Idolmaster as Iori. I don't think there's actually been a real series I've watched you in, though. Oh no, you're Tiger from Toradora. Okay, there's one. There's something I recognize you from, at least. Tap from No Game No Life, there's another one. Tat had a very minor role, voice acting wise, though, so. Alexandrite from Land of the Lustrous. Okay. There's probably more in there. I'm not going to look it up too much. I don't know how important your character is to the overall story yet. Yeah, this was a weird one. Some things felt a little off. I can't explain it. Animation-wise, there were some things that felt off. It might just be me being tired again, because this is the struggle I have when I'm not 100% at my peak, like, anime analytical mind and, like, enjoyment, and it's like, I've got other things on my mind and stuff like that. I don't know how much is the show being a little off or me being a little bit off. It felt like both happened today. So, I'll probably rewatch this one before I go on to episode 10 next week. And maybe I'll understand a little bit more of what the hell this episode was, but I don't expect so. I just feel like that scene has meaning that is either relevant to manhwa readers who just wanted to see that scene animated, or it's going to be explained further down the road. That's what I'm expecting, so we'll see if any of that is true. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. Leave a like, enjoy the episode as per usual. Comments, please help me out, because there's a lot here that I do need some help with. Nothing that's going to be nothing that will spoil something that's going to happen as a reveal later on. But if it's something that's been glossed over in the manhwa or changed directly, please let me know. Then maybe I can understand it a bit more. I still think there's more they can do with Bonks' death, but I don't feel like they're going to bother now. I think that's just been like, oh yeah, we just killed him to prove the Nox are actually powerful. I feel like that's the whole point. He was just there to prove that Nox is a powerful organization that can actually kill people. I feel like that's the only purpose of it. Just have some level of stakes relevant in the show. That's what it feels like right now. Want to have more in-depth discussion about the show and help explain it a bit more? Please do. My Discord is the best place to do that. Linked in the description. And don't forget to hit subscribe to see next week's episode, episode 10, as well as the rest of the Summer 2020 lineup you can find on my channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.